From the Kargil War to nuclear explosions to Jai Jawan Jai Kisan to Indira Gandhi's assassination, the stories and contributions of every Prime Minister of India are all under one roof today. We welcome you to the Prime Minister's Museum, or what is commonly known as the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya. But there's one thing that is very, very different about this place than other museums. This museum is tech-driven. It uses the power of technology to give its viewers an immersive and digital experience. So let's go inside. The Prime Minister's Museum is unlike other common museums in India. It is an immersive and experiential museum. From helicopter rides to incredible digital installations, this museum is one of a kind. Tagbin, a technology-based company, is the brains behind designing this place. So we are here in the new building of the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, and we are here with Kritika Duggal, the project coordinator from Tagbin, who was responsible for making this place so tech-driven and tech-infused. So Kritika, please tell us a little bit more about this place and your work here.
So thank you, Gauravi. As we see, Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya dedicates to all the 15 Prime Ministers of India, and it's not just about Prime Ministers, it's also about future and the past of India. So if you travel from the beginning, from the old building, you observe that we start with an exhibit called India in 1947. That's because we want to show everybody what was India in the past and what got us to this journey of independent India and what's going to be there in the future for India. So here, this is the reception that you see, and this is, Namaste, a greeting in all 22 languages that you see, all 22 regional Indian languages. And here, when you see this is actually a wow element we wanted to have at the beginning of the new building reception. So this, what you see, is called the kinetic installation, which is basically we've synchronized 1200 lights here to form a waving flag. So this is how you enter, and the rest of it that you see around are basically an introduction to all the prime ministers, their tenures, and their quotations and what they believe, that led India to what it is today.
Museum, you can have a look at the details of the famous nuclear operation Shakti, which was carried out at Pokhran in 1998. Other than these experiential centers, the museum also features a lot of information, but it is not revealed to you in a conventional way. There is a digital book which changes its pages as you flip through it.
So here, if you see, this is Lal Bahadur Shastri's gallery, where we have certain major events being captured. For example, Green Revolution, then there is White Revolution, economic policy, language agitation. And also, while we curated all the Prime Minister galleries, we tried to focus on some physical content, which is beyond what usually you get in texts and books. So what you see here is actually his son's interview. So we went to the Lal Bahadur Shastri ji's memorial, where we met Anil Shastri ji, who's actually the son of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. He gives some very beautiful insights on his life and the times that he was with them. For example, the charkha that you see here is actually, there's a story behind this. It actually, Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, during his time of his marriage, and he refused to take any dowry, but this was something that belonged to the nation, and he wanted the charkha as a part of his dowry during his wedding times.
One can also take a short indoor virtual helicopter ride cruising through all the future projects of India, from Dholera Smart City to Atal Tunnel.
स्वागत है देवियों और सज्जनों, बालकों एवं बालिकाओं। आज अब एक नए भारत, आधुनिक बुनियादी ढांचे, वैज्ञानिक नवाचारों और इंजीनियरिंग के चमत्कारों के लिए उड़ान भरेंगे। अपनी कुर्सी की पेटी कसें और सवारी का आनंद लें।
The historic speeches of various Prime Ministers of India have also been documented and presented in a holographic manner. One can sit and witness the speech in all its glory, just like it was told back in the day. So now we are going to be entering this museum inside a museum, which is basically a gallery of all the Prime Ministers, and it's this way. This gallery that is tucked away on the top floor has a personality and charm of its own. Looking through this exhibit, one can again witness the glory and past of each Prime Minister of India. As one enters the room, they are taken aback by the massive Ashok Chakra on the ceiling. We are now in the office of Mr. Saurav Behek, the CEO of Tagbin. Tagbin is the company who is behind the PM's museum, the conceptualization, the technology, pretty much all of it. And we will be talking to them about their future projects and everything else that they've been working on. Just always for you, just improving the state of museums, or does it also come from a very nationalistic place? Because even all the other projects that you're working on are all very nationalistic.
So I'll list down top 5 projects which we did this year. It started with the last Independence Day when we did the Rashtragan campaign. Yeah. It was a largest crowdsourced video campaign where we asked people to sing and record a national anthem through a mobile application. And end result was that we created a compilation of a video which was actually played at the Red Fort. So people see their faces, some voices have been mixed up, and that was something which, once they see that the entire nation, which is almost 1.5 crore people, sang national anthem till 15th August. So that was a campaign which include creativity, technology and outreach also, because if you create a product which is out of the box, but if you are not able to reach to the masses, there is no point. So that one more dimension of outreach was added, and it was a zero budget campaign. Like Rashtragan, if you see the books of government, there was no money spent. Then in the month of January, we did a hologram statue, which is the largest hologram ever created, which is almost 40 feet high. And it was launched on the birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and it was covered intensively. After that, we created a campaign called Paying Tribute to the Martyrs. So the idea was that through a mobile phone, you pay a tribute. You select your message, you pay a tribute. And then there is a physical manifestation of it at Cannot Place, which is basically the Central Park. Yeah. There is a sky beam light which goes in the sky. With every tribute, the intensity of the light increases. So what happened on 15th August, it was so bright that you can see it from 15 kilometers. Yeah. That the light is becoming. That again was tweeted by Prime Minister. Then Prime Minister Museum happened, that was one of the biggest project which we did last year. Then this recent campaign called Har Ghar Tiranga. We were involved in the strategy, planning and digital outreach of such a massive campaign where 30 crore households actually hosted the flag, and on our website we had 6.5 crores of selfies and 5 crore pins. So the numbers is massive, because the entire campaign started on 22nd July and it was till 15th August. So just in a matter of almost 20-21 days, we were able to get these many participants.
So this was it with Mr. Saurav Behek, kind of getting a glimpse into what the museums in India are like and the work that Tagbin has been doing. For The Print, this is Gauravi Narang. For more, log on to our social media handles and follow our YouTube channel.